Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Cannabis Rosin Crafts. This is the video on how I press flower. You'll see a lot of different things on the internet and instruction manuals on what temperature to use and what pressure to use. And I've been doing this for a while, and you know what I like to use, if you can see that right here, I like to use 186 degrees for all my flower. I've experimented with different temperatures, and yeah, the hotter it is, your presses, you'll get better yield, but you'll get more chlorophyll in your product. Um, so lower temperatures are better in my opinion. Um, anyway, let's get started. So I just got to get a piece of parchment paper for us here. Hold on. So this is what I like to use. Like to use the unbleached. And what I do here is I fold it almost in half. So about almost in half. It's just a little bit left over here. Nice crease it like that. And then I like to fold the edges over a little bit. Like so. Kind of forms a little pocket. And then I'm going to press this up. This is the Nugsmasher Touch by Nugsmasher. It's been a really great machine. Service has been really good for me. I'm going to set it near to where I need it, as close as possible, so I can tuck the bag in. I'm going to take my parchment paper. This fits perfect. These are 9 by 13 inches, this parchment. I'm going to slide it right in there like that. And then I'm going to take one of my rosin bags that we filled from the previous episode. So again, I'm going to kind of tighten it up with my hands. I did use a pre-pollen press on these. I feel like I get better yields and less blowouts because there's no air in these, and it's pretty compact, and there's less likely a stem or something to shoot out. Some people like to cut the excess off. I haven't been, and I haven't noticed any difference in yields. I just don't want the extra cut fibers near my rosin, so I just been using the top of the bag kind of rolled over like that. Some people are going to have issues with that. That's what I've been doing. It seems to work fine for me. I'm just going to close this up a little bit just so it's a nice snug fit. Yeah, it's nice and snug. I'm sticking it, now if you can see that, I'm sticking it right in there, about in the middle. Now I'm going to set my gauges here. So I like to set this at 3 minutes. Everybody's a little bit different on this. I use 3 minutes. This is what I've been using. Feel pretty comfortable with it. 2.5 minutes would probably be fine too. All my rosin that I'm going to be making generally is used for edibles. It's going to be decarboxylated anyway. So if I do get extra chlorophyll in there, I'm not too upset about it. My cubic size of my bag, well, I'm going to call it a 14-gram bag, even though it only has 10 grams of flour in it, as if you saw on the other video. There's one bag in here. In another video, I might do 2 bags, but I'm going to just do one for right now. I'm going to crease this over a little bit. I do have extra magnets here just to kind of hold it up. You can see it better. And my target PSI, it's recommending, I can adjust this. I'm going to go with 800 here. So it's all set. It's good to go. It's not going to start counting down until I get to the 800 pounds. What I like to do though is, you can see this actual PSI right here. I like to kind of hover here between 100 and 200 for a minute. Not even a minute. Shouldn't have said that. 15 seconds. I slowly press up over a course of about 30 seconds to a minute. what I think that's doing is it's helped warming up my flour. You could think of it almost as little tiny capillaries and veins in the flour. And if you just immediately start crushing it, you're going to crush off those little veins and capillaries, and you're not going to get as much yield. So I feel like by going slower, you get to warm them up a little bit. So now I'm going to go up. I'm probably in your way a little bit, but you can see I'm at about 600 or so now, 706. And then when I hit 800, which it just did for a split second, the counter is counting now. I'm going to try to stay near 800 the best I can. If I hit 900, that's fine. It's not a perfect science here. I'm hoping to get out of 10 grams of this flour. This was homegrown flour. Hoping to get about 15% yield. So maybe a gram and a half would be super great. Gram and a quarter would be what I'd expect. I really don't expect anything to ooze out of here until about maybe a minute and 30 seconds left. So we'll see what happens. All right, countdown's done. What I do here is open the valve, let it come out. I'm doing it this way so you can see it good. And there it is. I'm going to take the puck out, and that's my rosin. I'd say that's, it's a good gram, maybe a gram and a quarter. We'll see. And then what I do is I take it, and I'm going to put this in the refrigerator to let it cool down. And then in the next episode, I'll show you how I take it off the paper. Welcome back. This time we're going to do two pucks at the same time. So that's going to be 20 grams of flour in here. And I'm going to fold my parchment paper the way I did before. So I fold it almost in half, form a little pocket, fold the edges over in case it's a great yield. I don't want it leaking over. I'm going to stick it in my machine. I'm going to lower this a little bit just so I can have enough space between the two presses. And then I'm going to prepare my pucks. So I'm going to take one here. I'm going to spin it. I'm going to tuck in the corners with my rosin tool, like that. Both sides. I'm going to spin this down. Like I said, I don't like cutting the rosin bags, so I've been trying to find bags that will fit my pre-pollen press the best it can. So that one looks pretty good. Let's get this up a little bit. Now I'm going to do two, so I'm going to slide one on that side. The other thing about using weighed out flour, so I use 10 grams at a time, is that my pucks are about the same depth, which helps when you want to do two at a time. So this, a lot of people might not do two at a time, but I don't know, I do a lot of flour, and the yield, I don't find a big difference between one or two at a time, and it just saves me more time. So again, that's that. I'm going to slide that one in. Oh, kind of twist it open a little bit. I want to twist that around. Almost sometimes I wonder if this little knot helps press down on the flour too. Give me a better yield. Who knows? So that's it right there. You can see them both in there. And we're going to give this a little push. This time, I'm going to change my settings. This time, I'm going to do bag count 2. So I got two 14-gram bags at 800 psi. 3 minutes. Target PSI is 800. So we're going to crank this up. Give this a little stretching room. And it looks good. Everything looks centered. So again, the first 30 seconds to a minute is just kind of the ramp up. Get the temperature up, warm up your flour a little bit, open up those capillaries in the flour, warm up that rosin so it can ooze out. Just going to take my time here, get up to maybe 200 or so, and just kind of keep it there. I find the slow ramp up versus just crushing it makes a difference in yield. So now I'm at 225 or so. I'm just going to give it a little push. Kind of get it up there. It's warming up. Okay, I'm going to work my way up now to maybe 400 or 500 in the actual PSI here. This touch is nice. It does all the calculations. I'm sure a regular dial works great too. And I think it's all about the feel for it and the pressure and preventing blowouts. So this is the one that just came out, and there's no blowouts on here. Looks really good. Yeah, and that's what you're trying to prevent really, is the blowouts. Because when you get a blowout, you just like get a surge of chlorophyll, and you don't want the bag material in your product. So the pre-pollen press, can't say enough about it. If you haven't seen it in the other video, this is what they look like. So stainless steel, forms about a 1.6 inch hole. All right, so anyway, let's get this going. Let's get up to our target temp and pressure. So we're going to get up, we're going to give it a good squeeze, get that counter going. And 0. Boom. Okay, so I'm going to open up the press. I'm going to take this out real gently. Have you take a look at it. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to take those pucks off. Show those to you in a second. And that's the yield on 2 pucks. So pretty good. Pretty happy with that for cured flour. Yeah, that's definitely near 2 grams. So we'll see. Here are the pucks. Again, I saved these to get the RSO out, the Rick Simpson oil. We'll show you that on another episode. All right. Well, thank you. If you like it, like it. If you want to leave a comment, you can do that too. Thank you.